Every week I get 5 dozen eggs from this same little vendor that's at the market. And so they know me as like the egg girl. And so I was packing up my eggs today, and the lady was saying her granddaughter is usually there with her to help her out. But she said, yeah, my granddaughter has been having a lot of stomach issues. And she said that she's gonna be like the girl at the farmer's market who eats all these eggs. She's just gonna try that. And she said like her granddaughter is feeling so much better since she's been eating a whole bunch of eggs. And we were just talking about how nutrient dense it was, and I was telling her, yeah, I started eating all these eggs just to feel better, to get all my nutrients. And it just made me smile because, you know, I'm like, it's like this little weirdo pulls up in my school bag, is getting all these eggs every single week, and I get 5 dozen from them, and sometimes I get 2 more dozen. So I'm like putting away a lot of eggs a week. And I just love that people go and try different things, and it like helps them to feel better. Like that just made my morning. It made me smile. And I'm so proud of that girl. You know, like we're doing it together. Eggs save lives, nutrient dense, all the proper fats, all the choline. You know, it's such a beautiful thing. And that made me smile this morning. So I just wanted to share that with y'all. I have my deck of love letters. I'm gonna pick some random cards. Of course, none of this is random, of course. But I'm gonna see which ones fall out. And have you ever tried doing just like a few days, like a I used to do in high school. I used to do like this thing called a military fast, and it was like you eat 3 meals a day, and it's like you eat specific things. I used to do that in high school a lot, me and my sister. But you know, if you're wanting to like change up your diet and do some sort of something different, you know, you could take 3 days and say like, okay, these next 3 days, like I'm just gonna eat high protein. I'm just gonna eat eggs for the next 3 days. I'm just gonna eat ground beef or salmon, you know, whatever that is, you know, high protein. Because I was talking to this girl at my work, and she was trying to do this juice cleanse, and she was saying, you know, the only thing that I'm worried about is getting hangry. And I said, well, you wouldn't get hangry if you just, and she said her main issue was just the discipline, just sticking to one thing and doing it. I said, well, if that's the main issue, then you might as well do high protein, because then you'll be satiated. And you know, protein also, like, it takes a little bit more energy to break it down, but it's really good for our stomach acid, which a lot of people are, they're stuck in a stress response. We deplete stomach acid, so when we're eating protein, it gives like a signal to the body like to produce more stomach acid. And it's kind of like an investment. Like, yeah, it does take a little bit more energy to break it down, but at the same time, we're getting so much more minerals and nutrients. It's like, okay, you got to spend money to make money, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like looking at it that way. So I told the girl at my work, she tried to do the juice cleanse, she didn't make it. And she said, you know, I've been doing my research, I'm gonna try the high protein for a few days. I was like, girl, go do it. Let me know how it's going, because I'm here rooting for you on the sidelines, and like, you got this, you know? So a few cards fell out. You will. You will do it. Blood flow. What's your cadence? I always get that. What's your cadence? But, you know, are you in a hurry, or are you gonna like take your time and do everything? It's like, is everything working out for you, or are you needing to control things and move so fast that you mess up and stuff? Or can you just slow it down? Change your approach. This is what you're meant to do. Understand totally by understanding totality. Understand the cell. Understand the body. Let it touch you. Listen to your favorite song. Let it touch you reminds me of just, you know, being relaxed. You know, I get nervous because I've talked about this before, good problems to have, but a lot of people at my work and stuff, like, they talk about my body, like my legs and my butt, and this makes me very uncomfortable, because sometimes I just wish that I had a cloak of invisibility that I could put on and I could still be in the world, but I wouldn't have people like looking at me and staring at me. And so when people make comments about my body, it makes me tense up, because I'm like, don't look at me. Like, stop looking at me, bro. And, now I'm trying to recognize when this happens and just like let it touch you, let them look, let them, let people think what they want to think. They're going to think what they want to think anyway. You can't control that. And me tensing my body was like a attempt at me trying to control things and the way that people were viewing me, but like it doesn't help and it just exhausts me. And I'm learning this, more and more as the days go on. But yeah, that was about it for today. Keep eating your nutrient dense foods. Like, you'd be so surprised how it changes the way that you are seeing things. Like, the colors of the world become more vibrant. You start to slow down and feel more calm because your cells have everything that they need. And, life is good. Simplicity. The quote I heard this morning is, will you accept this simplicity? Will you accept the simplicity of your diet, your nutrition, everything, right? So you're getting more protein in, you're getting all these nutrients in, you're actually maintaining the muscle mass easier. You don't have to go to the gym as much. You're going out in the sunlight, you're synthesizing this vitamin D easier. It's like, will you accept this simplicity? Anyway, I will leave this here. I wish you the best of luck. I'm sending you all my love. May you always be blessed with the clarity to know what is and what isn't for you. Remember, your intuition is so loud. It's always speaking to you. And take your time. Take your time. So anyway, I wish you the best of luck. Catch you later.